Hey guys, it's Erica. It is Sunday night. We've got some laundry going right now. Dogs are probably gonna bark, but I'm gonna meal prep, and today is special. My meal prep is all about chocolate chip cookies. So I've had a couple of people ask me about chocolate chip cookies, and I just want to share my favorite recipe with you. It's not my recipe. It is from Joy Food Sunshine, and it is delicious. So I'll post it along with this video. If you want to follow along, great. If not, just exit out of here, go look at the recipe, make it, and post a picture of it because you're gonna love this. So first of all, I'm gonna give you some baking tips. Everything needs to be at room temperature when you're making chocolate chip cookies. So my butter had been sitting out, and it is now, I've creamed it a little bit, but it's like, ooh, that Ring camera makes it. All right, there we go. So you can see that it's really, really creamy. I haven't added any sugar yet, and I was about to do that in preparation, but I was talking to a young lady, she's 19, and I said, do you want a video, like just, do you want a video that's quick tips on chocolate chip cookies, or do you want a whole recipe, or do you just want me to post a picture and the recipe? And she wanted to follow along. So the most important part after your ingredients are room temperature is how much you pay attention to scraping down your batter, your bowl. So I always keep one of the butters. That's always it keeps everything clean. So I've already run this a little bit. I'm gonna bring it back up and scrape down my sides. Important, scrape down your sides. Do not be lazy. You will have shit ass cookies. I don't think I could say that on here. I'm so used to TikTok. All right. So, scrape it down, scrape off your spatula, get all the stuff off the side, put it back in, and turn it on. This is on like 4. It's all about adding the sugar slowly. I'm doing it like, if you can see it, like, you know, like grain-fed something or another, but it's like you want it to start incorporating while you're pouring it. And when you get about halfway through, I'm a compulsive scraper. I've been shopping with the kids all day long and my brain is fried. So I scrape all the time. I think it's really important. I don't want anybody to be left behind. Scrape yo butt off. Get it all off of the beater. Scrape it off your spatula. Back on the spatula. Back in the bowl. Put it up. Put it back on. Scratch your nose with your arm because you can't use your hands. And so this is a double batch. This is a double batch, and so I've got double everything. I'm gonna let that go for a second because this is a white sugar and a brown sugar recipe. And it's a baking soda and a baking powder recipe. So you know, like, you get all the good stuff in the one cookie recipe. So it's looking good. I'm gonna scrape it down and show you what it should look like because of the consistency of the room temperature butter. That's why. All right. And the slowness of incorporating the sugar, which is not all the way incorporated yet, but I want to show you what progress it should look like. Progress it should look like. I don't even think that makes sense. All right, I'm just leaving that in there. Okay. So, you see how it gets all fluffy? It's not there yet, but it's getting there. If your butter is cold, you have a big, huge clump in the bottom of your bowl. And you gotta scrape it all up from the bottom, and it's hard, and it sucks, and it's gonna taste fine, but like the texture's not gonna be there. The fluffiness, like what you like want it to look like the whole sheet. Why are my cookies flat? Why are this? Why are that? Follow these steps, it covers it all. All right, packed brown sugar. When I pack brown sugar, I put the whole thing in here. I level it off, I pack it. And for this, I turn it off and I'm putting the whole thing in because I'm doing 2 cups. If I was doing 1 cup, a single, I don't want to talk in my sugar. If I was doing 2 cups, now, if I was doing 1 cup, I would have just done a half a cup. That way I would have been able to have it go in twice, 2 different times, so that the sugar can get in with the butter 2 separate occasions. It either makes sense or doesn't. I don't know. If you know me, it probably makes sense. And I assume I'm just doing this for people I know. So, all right, time to scrape. All right, it's not all incorporated, but the scraping is important, and as you can see, I mean, you get down. That thing is huge, and I just lost my, wax. It was stuck on my foot. Okay, scrape it down. Make sure to get the very, very bottom. Julia, will you let the dog in, please? It's Sunday night. Oh, on the deck, hun. I lost it, so I got a new one. All right. Let it go. And I'm going to get my second cup. So I got 2 equal contributions of sugar. And I like that. I don't know, it makes it even. I don't know. All right. And can you believe Sean Connery died? That is like, he's been my crush for forever. I watched The Rock the other night, and it just, and I watched it, like a couple weeks ago. I'm gonna have to watch it again. I know James Bond, but I liked The Rock. It was the 90s. We went to the theater all the time. It was the dollar show. It was fantastic. You either know or you don't know. Okay, throw this back in, putting it back on. Seeing I got butter up here. Knocking it in. All right, so I'm gonna look at my recipe and see what it's gonna tell me to do. So I'm gonna get all my dry ingredients together in a minute. I wanna get this going first. So, I read the recipes, and that's how I cook. I hope you read recipes. So next we're gonna do the eggs, and oh my God, I got some great eggs. So, this is going great. I'm gonna speed it up for a sec. Okay, down we go. All right. I am scraping it down again, and I'm gonna let it run for just like 1 more minute because I really want to make sure it's really, really, really incorporated. That's me scraping the bottom of this bowl. This thick butter and sugar mixture. It's all clean, I just cleaned it, so I'm gonna throw it right back in. That is also a really great tip. Clean your counters all the time. So if you when you're cooking, before you cook, during your cooking time, that way if you drop something on if you drop something on the counter, you can just throw it right back in, as long as it's clean. So throwing that back up there, All right, I got eggs. I've been keeping them safe so they don't roll off the counter. Aren't they so pretty? I love them. They came in my little produce pack I keep talking about because I'm using this thing. I am not gonna waste my money on the produce. That's my problem, is that I get so busy and I don't do things, and I plan and I don't do them. But this time, I'm doing them. All right, keep your eggs safe. I gotta grab a little bowl. Okay, this is great. It's beautiful. I'm gonna scrape it off. And I'm gonna let this sit for a second for no reason at all except that I'm gonna get my dry ingredients together. And then I'll put the eggs in, so when the eggs and the vanilla go in, it's fresh and it's ready to incorporate the dry. Because it seems like that's the right thing to do. All right, so here it is. That's what it looks like, but I need to scrape every single inch all the way down to the bottom. That's a thick dough. But damn, is it good. Okay. These people in my house are probably like, what in the hell is she doing now? Damn Ring camera, as long as she has it, might as well use it, I guess. Okay. I guess this is me when it's later at night. Okay. It's 7:47.